What's good, my people? Welcome back to Lion Mark TV Market with another exciting, delighting, and much interesting video. So this is actually very funny. It's a very funny statement, but trust me, we all know that the statement is very true, because if it had turned out to be this particular way, it would be very, 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 very tremendous for the people of Chicago, the University of Chicago in USA. Well, the issue there is Atiku actually filed a court case in the US against the result of the bad people and the INEC president. I am not going to call names. I'm just going to call the bad people and the INEC president. You guys understand what I am talking about in the US. And Atiku himself told them that if it was supposed to be Peter Obi and the Obidient that were in court in the US over this said issue, that the whole courtroom would have been filled with loads and loads of Obedients all over the world. We know that that's true. We, the Obedients, are actually very active when it comes to this particular court issue and the whole tribunal issue. Since after the election, nobody is giving up. Everybody is keeping their hope high. And we already yesterday I made a video where I cleared you guys that Peter Obi had already made it clear that he is coming up with a campaign called the Citizen Campaign, where he will be going around talking to the good people of Nigeria and ensuring their hope that they don't give up hope about this. But before I read this particular court case and also play you the voice of I have the voice audio of the court's the lawyer Atiku lawyer there in US. I'm going to play you that as well. And also somebody who actually came out, a man actually came out, one Adesunya something like that, came out and said he was a classmate of the BAT and the INEC president in the US, in the Chicago State University. He came out. I'll be playing you that video. But before then, I'm just going to read this out as it came out from Aisha Yesufu yesterday concerning this very court issue. Like, it's trust me, it's just overwhelming to see that these people are not, they don't really understand that this is not about just the obedient. It is a collective movement that Nigerians have already taken it in their heart, and they say this is what they want. Well, this is actually coming from Miss P. She said Atiku lawyers admitted in court that Obi is a force to reckon with. They told Tinubu's lawyer that Obi is the man they should be scared of, because if he was the one that sued for this document, Obedience will be all over the place in court. That is coming from one of the strongest Obedience I know on the internet, and it's true. It's actually true. Anyway, without wasting much of your time, here is the two videos, the court hearing of Atiku's lawyer and what he was actually saying concerning
the June 22nd diploma was forged, and that does have consequences under Nigerian law, allegedly. And number two, that the Tinubu who attended CSU may not be the same Tinubu who is now president. And the fact that CSU says President Tinubu graduated from CSU in 1979 cannot be the end of the inquiry. We have to be able to ask CSU for the basis on which it is making that assertion, given the discrepancies between the information that CSU has about the student Tinubu and the information that President Tinubu submitted to the Election Commission. I mean, Mr. Tinubu told the Election Commission that he's never had any citizenship other than Nigerian. Tinubu, the applicant to the CSU, claimed to be a U.S. citizen. So going to Mr. Carmichael's comments about the Trump proceedings and what happens in the Dirksen building, all that goes to evidentiary, procedural admissibility rules. And while you were talking to Mr. Carmichael, we found the language in Brandy Dorn that we wanted to quote to you. It's page 82 of the decision. And it says, as in Intel, there is no statutory basis for any admissibility requirement. It quotes Intel as saying, if Congress had intended to impose such a sweeping restriction on the district court's discretion at a time when it was enacting the liberalizing amendments to the statute, it would have included that stored statutory language to that effect, unquote. And then lastly, a foreign admissibility rule would also serve only to thwart 1782's objective to assist foreign tribunals in obtaining relevant evidence information that the tribunals may find useful. But for reasons having no bearing on international comedy, they cannot obtain under their own laws. And that's why the standard is relevant. So if he came before the court and presented these two diplomas and said that they seemed to be forged, I suspect the court would allow us to take this discovery. If we came before the court and alleged that there were serious inconsistencies between the information presented to CSU and the information presented to ENIC.
Mr. Drojayi Ogunsoya is a public affairs analyst. Thank you very much for coming. But I guess the other thing that is of interest here is that you happened to be in that same school with him.
Yes.
Chicago State University, right?
Right.
Well, he studied accountancy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
What did you study, sir?
Accounting, in the same department.
You were in the same, accounting in the same department?
Yes, the same class.
Now tell me about this, because as you know, there are those who seek to make the case that he didn't, in spite of the fact that that university has indeed provided them with evidence that, yep, he was one of our students, he took a degree in accounting, but you see, people can still go ahead and do what they will do. This is the nature of, I suppose, law and all of that. They can try. But I'm interested because one of the things we hear is that President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as he then was known, we don't know anybody who went to school with him. Well, here you are live in the studio. You actually did go to school with him.
Yes.
Now tell me about that. Did you meet in school, or were you like buddies before going into the university, the application? Tell me about that whole scenario, because it will be interesting, so to speak.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Yes, we met in the school, Chicago State University, and we were in the same department, College of Accounting, Business and Administration, with a major in accounting.
Yes, yes.
With major in accounting. And we were in the same class together, and we graduated. He did attend the university, Chicago State University, and he graduated in 1979.
Okay, as you did.
As I did.
In 1979.
Yes, so I'm here to testify that he did attend the university and he was a good student.
well, you were classmates with him, and I suppose, your supervisors, your lecturers have testified to that in the certificate that was issued to him. But when you were hearing all this noise, I think is the way to put it, that, we were going to contest whether or not he went to Chicago State University. What were you thinking when you heard that?
Yeah, people were being mischievous in the first place, because he was a governor for 8 years. Somebody who worked for Mobile for several years, and you're contesting that he didn't go to college university. How is that possible? I cannot imagine how that is possible. That they are